Hello, boys and girls. Do you love the circus? How about action and excitement? If so, then this is the book for you. 21 Elephants is another story about the greatest showman and how he helped New York City. For 14 years, they'd watch it rise, the city's school teachers, bankers, cabinet makers, pointing, ooh, ah, cheering as the great pillars grew. Taller and longer, bigger and broader, a bridge of infinite dreams. New York and Brooklyn, dwarfed by its arches, knew the future had entered their sights. Amazing, worth the waiting, it was simply breathtaking. The eighth wonder of the world! Some wondered how long it would stand. When the day finally came and the Brooklyn Bridge opened, the landmark was given its due. Flags waved, bands played, kids hurrayed before bigwigs in top hats galore. At night there were fireworks, skyrockets of lights that rained for an hour, from the top of the towers to the roar of the crowds down below. Packed on sailboats and streamers, amidst bright-colored streamers, people partied until the sun rose. For the two sister cities, there was special excitement. They were linked by a magnificent bond. Now over the river, not on its swift current, they could visit, do business, see sights. Sweethearts could take the moonlit strolls. The bridge was exquisite, a true work of art, the greatest feat of its day. But so long and lofty, its cables so new, some had to ask, is it safe? These doubt-ridden few friends sang the thing's virtues, the arches, the trusswork, the view. Still, some could not be persuaded. Similar bridges have fallen. Who wants to bargain? This bridge won't dance in the wind. One man who heard this, Phineas T. Barnum, saw in the doubt of an opportunity. For Phineas T. Barnum always looked on the bright side. Phineas T. Barnum was larger than life, the world-famous showman's most awesome creation, the greatest show on earth. Yet Barnum's ideas weren't contained by a tent. I will stage an event that will calm every fear, erase every worry about that remarkable bridge. My display will amuse, inform, and astound, or else my name isn't Barnum. So one evening in May 1884, the circus headed for Brooklyn. It traveled by water except for old Barnum's most massive, most gallant attractions. Up Broadway they sauntered, trainers and chargers. Onlookers went wild, beguiled by the pachyderm procession. For the public prized elephants, especially Jumbo, pride of the circus's rings. With his height of 12 feet, the good-natured beast was America's oversized darling. On the group marched, past City Hall, past mothers, fathers, and children. Then the bridge straight ahead, the spectacle mounting with the giant's first steps on the roadway. One after another, the elephants pressed onwards, silently trussing the wood planks and steel. 5, 6, then 7 were crossing, 10, 11, and still there were more. Some onlookers ogled, some giggled with glee, some questioned companions or strangers. How many pounds can the marvelous, wonderful bridge hold? How many elephants are too great of a load? At the end of the line came Jumbo himself, all 21 elephants in all. The 7-ton star seemed to waggle his ears in reply to admirers' cheers. And though the bridge stretched for a mile in just a short while, and much to the people's delight, the elephants had crossed, with the bridge still aloft. Barnum pronounced the thing was sound. In the following days, some doubters strolled the greatest bridge on earth. What else do they do once they savored the view? Why, they went to the Big Top Circus, of course. Author's note. When I first learned of the events described in this book, I could hardly believe it was true. Had P.T. Barnum really trusted the extraordinary but also newly completed Brooklyn Bridge with some of his most valuable and beloved attractions? Determined to find out everything I could, I traveled to museums and libraries, strolled through old newspapers, viewed documents, scoured books, old and new, and called upon experts. I learned a great deal, including the fact that I could not learn it all. Because of gaps in the historical record, I couldn't determine, for example, whether Barnum crossed the bridge with his elephants that night or whether he met them in Brooklyn. In the end, I chose to include him in the crossing because he was certainly there in spirit. The idea was his, the elephants were his, and the stunt accomplished his goals of causing a stir and linking his name with that of the magnificent bridge. For all of the pieces of the puzzle I couldn't solve, I turned up a wealth of other information that helped me understand the elephants crossing. I discovered that elephants have been used to demonstrate the strength of bridges not only because of the animal's great weight, each weighs about 10,000 pounds, but also because they are known to test surfaces with their trunks or front feet to keep them from crossing unsafe structures. I found that P.T. Barnum was a pioneer of modern advertising and popular entertainment. He was the world famous for his wild curiosities and amusements, and for his even wilder promotion of them. I learned about the can-do spirit of the late 19th century, about bridges and bridge building, and about the remarkable Roebling family who designed and built the Brooklyn Bridge. If you are interested in any of these topics, you might enjoy other books listed on the website and also